Hello Reformers and welcome back to Viking Conquest, and I just gotta say thanks for all of your comments. They're very helpful and supportive. I do appreciate that. Now, before we get started, it's probably a good idea for us to level up one of our farmers into a watchman. I was actually a bit dubious about doing this, to be honest, because at the moment the farmers aren't actually doing that bad a job against the current enemies that we have, aka ruffians and just regular bandits basically. So I wasn't really thinking that 192 pennies to use that to level these guys up into watchmen was worth it. So yeah, that's the thing. Okay, I have a plan, alright? So my plan right now is to afford to build a refuge. And if I can afford to build a refuge, then I can place my units in there. It's basically like a little fort place, base thing for my troops to be garrisoned in while I go off trading and doing all kinds of things. Because obviously the amount of units that you take on your travels, traveling from port to port to port, that is obviously going to add up quite a bit. And having less units with you is going to work out pretty nicely. So I am happy to do that. But the thing is, my plan does require us to have 1,000 pennies to construct the refuge. And so how do we get 1,000 pennies? Well, we need to fight bandits, right? So if we can kill these bandits faster or more efficiently by having better units, in other words, this watchman here, then maybe that makes sense? Question mark? I don't know. But for now, I'm going to be upgrading that. As you can see, he has a shield now, so that's going to make a huge difference. He's got a spear as well, so I think that was maybe a good idea. I don't know. We're going to see against these thieves right here, because I've just been running around basically just trying to find a way to get rid of my ruffian prisoners, and I actually found that eventually by going down to the salt mine. That's also one of your suggestions, so yes, that's great. Now, let's do this. Let us go and charge the enemy. These are, of course, going to be pretty easy to take out. Oh yeah, I should also mention that Beda or whatever his name is, he's an absolutely fantastic medic / doctor. He has 5 surgery, 7 wound treatment, and 7 first aid. He also has looting and a number of other skills, including engineering. And I'm really kind of surprised about that, because I thought to myself, oh, he's just going to have 3 in everything or whatever, 3 in every medic skill, that is. And when I looked at the party screen, I was like, what? He's got such an amazing amount of skills, and I spec'd into surgery myself for no reason now, basically, which is kind of a bit sad. But I guess the sort of cumulative effect that actually does appear sometimes is going to help us out a little in that regard. So hopefully that's okay, because I now have about 7, I think, in surgery instead of 5 because of his 5 in surgery as well. I think it contributes a little bit to mine. So yes, hopefully I've understood that correctly. Anyway, there you go. We've gotten another 2 prisoners. That's nice. Yeah, I have been told, by the way, that we can go up to Hadrian's Wall. Ooh, this is actually a pretty nice... That is a pretty nice weapon right there. Can I use this with this? I think I might be able to. Anyway, yes, I have been told that I can go up to Hadrian's Wall with 8? Is it 8? 8 bags of wheat? Or something like that, or 8 bags of grain or wheat, or I don't know. I kind of got a bit mixed up there. I think it's wheat. Yeah, I think it's wheat. So if we could do that, then that would be fantastic, because then we can gain a follower companion that has a good amount of spotting skill. And again, very much appreciating all of your tips and hints and things like that, because again, I'm rusty at this. So we're going to go and continue just walking around trying to find the best wool possible. This is not the best wool possible. It's 220. That's a bit too much for my liking. But, some of the time you can get wool for 90, and other times you can get it for, as you saw there, 220. So that's pretty insane. Oh yeah, by the way, the salt mine doesn't really give the greatest amount of money for prisoners. I think for 8 ruffians, it gave me 120. So, not entirely sure if that's very lucrative. But anyway, there was actually another ruffian band around here, and I kind of wanted to fight them as well, but it seems like they may have disappeared. I was hopeful that I might be able to spot them, but again, 0 spotting is really not very good. Right, yeah, so these guys have a problem with each other, so yes, unfortunately, yes, Egil is probably going to have to go away, and I suppose you know that I aspire to be king of this land. Yes, do that thing. Because then we'll get a little bit of right to rule, and then if he decides to leave after that, then that's not really a big deal, because he's already given us a good amount. Ah, hello there! Masterless fighters, reavers, and robbers. Do you think we're able to deal with these guys? Let's try it. Oh my. Okay, I actually don't know whether we'll be able to do this. These guys are probably going to be really, really tricky. Okay, so I am using a new weapon here, so let's hope that it's actually decent and that I'm able to wield it with the utmost proficiency. It's not going to happen. I'm warning you now, it's not going to happen, but still, I'm going to try my best. And of course, Borgar is going to try his best as well, with his hair clipping through his armor. Yes. Alright, so I think this might be a much more long-range weapon. I think that would be kind of nice if it was. But if it isn't, then I guess we're just going to have to deal with it, I suppose. Now, let's see if we can make a, shall we say, a good vantage point going on here. I think that would be kind of nice, but maybe we couldn't. Seems like we can't. Okay, wait a minute. Let's go around here. Oh my, this is not going to go well. You can tell. Can't you? This is not good. This is not good at all. These reavers are going to absolutely murder us. Come on, kill him. Kill him fast. Yes. Oh, that was a robber? A robber had a shield? I'm a bit worried about this. Suffice it to say. Okay, things are going very well, actually. Things are going very well. Kill the reaver. Yes. We have finally advanced in level. Fantastic. There you go. So we're now level 2. Can you imagine that it was really level 2? It took us that long to get to level 2? Yeah, of course it did. Oh yeah, I should also report that my leveling difficulty has been changed. I actually changed that because it was getting a little bit silly how I was doing all of these battles and our forces just weren't leveling up. So I decided to change that. Ah, here we go. We are now getting some much better torso armor, and we also have a shield for ourselves, yes, with some better boots as well. Nice. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, whoa. Oh, what about the axe? 20, bonus again. No, I'm pretty happy with what we have at the moment. Ooh, that was really lucrative for us, though. 169 pennies for that. Let's go over to the salt mine, sell our prisoners over there. I'm sure if I found... Shall we just check Canterbury down here? I think it is Canterbury down here. But let's just check that and see if there is a slave trader in the Mead Hall. I mean, it's only over here. It might be worth it. Oh. I don't really... No, I don't really... Oh, no, don't... Could you stop? Thank you. Oh, that was annoying, wasn't it? Yeah, it's automatically switching me from my sling thing, and then it was just like, oh no, but you can't do that again, and you can't do that again, and I didn't realize that it was automatically switching me every single time. Yes, fantastic. Okay, so it seems like there's no slave trader here, and we did maybe we have an opportunity to sell something here at least. So let's just sell all of this gear that we don't really need. I'm gonna keep this shield just in case, because maybe Beta or whatever his name is wants to use it, and I'm also going to give him my old tunic as well, because that might come in handy. So otherwise we're just going to replace our rocks with these rocks, because those rocks are better. Yes. Okay, so let's do that and this, and actually I'm going to keep that axe as well. He might be able to use that axe. So this is basically a full set of gear for him, which is pretty decent, I feel. And we could sell the sling as well, and that's it, I think. Yeah, that seems to be it. Alright, there you go. Okay, so let's go and speak to him. Maybe he doesn't have very good strength. No, he actually has 9 in strength. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. He has nothing in power strike. He actually does have a couple of points in power throw, so maybe I should have given him the old sling. Whoa, the monk robe is actually really good. Yeah, that is actually really good. Okay, so let's do that, and let's give him the hat. And give him the shield as well. And there you go. Okay, so he's actually wearing better gear than I am, hilariously enough. Okay, so his power throw goes down, his athletics goes down due to the various penalties that we're wearing, but that's okay. I think that's fine. Okay, so we now have over 1,200, and we haven't even sold our prisoners yet, so that's fantastic. So let's have a look here. We have 2 skill points to spend. What am I going to be spending them into, you ask? I don't know. Yes, I do not know. Okay, so let's have a look. It would probably be pathfinding, to be honest. I mean, I'm very tempted to do spotting, but again, there's going to be a companion that we'll be able to get anyway, so it's not really a big deal. Athletics is going to be reduced as time goes on anyway, because of course we are going to get... what is it now? We are going to get much heavier armor. Yes, if I could just keep my train of thought. I was just thinking about getting Sea King here. Maybe we should get 1 point in Sea King just to make sure that we have a pretty decent amount of boats or ships, as the case may be, because, you know, they're useful, right? Yeah, they're useful. Okay, so let's go down to the salt mine and stop jibber-jabbing all over the place, and yeah, then hopefully we'll be able to build a refuge finally, and then hopefully be able to go over to Dorstad and sell the wool that we have, because hopefully once we've placed most of our units in the garrison of the refuge, the cost of the traveling will be much, much different, hopefully. Okay, so let's sell them. There we go. 75. I don't know whether that's good. I don't know whether that's good. I want to buy some salt. How much do I want to buy salt for? 326. Oh, that's harsh. All right. Probably not going to be... I don't want to go in there again. Ah, that misclick. Yeah, great. Okay, so let's go over to Dunwich, because that is the closest city, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, it seems like the closest city. That is the closest city to Dorstad, and I think it would be a good idea for us to get prepared to make our way over, because, again, we have 1,288. That is enough to build the... what is it now? To build the refuge. Wow. Why am I constantly forgetting things? It's absolutely awful. Okay, so yes. Build the refuge, and then we'll be able to go over to Dorstad. And yes, thankfully one of my wounds is now cured. Great. Alright, so hopefully we'll also be able to find some ruffians, or maybe some masterless fighters yet again, for us to eliminate. I didn't want 6 of you, but okay. I was actually just like, oh yes, maybe we'll be able to find some more of those, and boom, the game's just like, here you go. Here you go. Ah, so apparently, head armor cannot be used with hoods. Huh, alright. Well, thanks for letting me know about that. Okay, so our farmers, they do have ranged weapons, and our young warriors also have ranged weapons, but again, the reavers and the robbers, which I assume consist of this army that we're fighting right now, they have shields, so obviously all of those weapons are really not going to be very useful, which is sad in itself, but hopefully these guys are going to take a lot of stamina damage. That is what I'm hoping for here. So let's just continue to bombard them with rocks, because how can we not? How can we not? They're not living in a glass house, but I very much hope that their shields are destroyed pretty quickly. Okay, I'm gonna get prepared here. Okay, let's do this. Oh no, he used shield bash against me. Wow, that was a sneaky maneuver, wasn't it? Okay, so we're able to eliminate them from behind pretty fast, because you do critical damage from behind, which is really, really nice. There we go, yes, that is what we like to see. This guy stayed back, which was probably a mistake on his part. Ooh, murdered. Absolutely murdered right there. But yeah, that was a huge mistake on his part, in my opinion, because he just got singled out after that and eliminated very easily. But if he'd gone in with his comrades, he probably would have made a bit of a difference, I suppose. Alright, so, oh yeah, there we go. We're getting some much better loot right here. That is a much better shield as well, as you can see. It's actually not much better, but it is a little bit better. It's a minor upgrade. And this is also going to be given to Beta. I guess I'm going to call him Beta. I don't know. And let's give him these throwing spears, because he does have power throw. So that might be good. Alright, so let's give him... Take away the helm, because that's pointless. And could we could actually give him this. This might actually be better. Is it? It is better for him. So I'm going to give him that, and he can just take that hat. And he is using that shield. We can give him this one, which is a lot better. And this monk robe is actually not even that bad. It's actually pretty decent. And should I give him anything else? I should probably give him this. There you go. Okay, so he's gotten a huge upgrade right there. Very nice to see that. We now have 1,500, so that's really nice. I'm going to build my refuge right next to Dunwich over here. And hopefully that will make everything a lot easier. A lot easier. Alright. Hopefully my wages are not going to come now. Please do not have my wages come now. Ah, there we go. Okay, so refuge. You need to have more than 30... you need to have more than 30 minutes now to start this job. Oh, you're awful. Absolutely terrible game. Why are you doing this to me? I don't know why it's doing it to me, but anyway, ask if somebody wants to join you. No one wants to join me from this particular monastery, ever. I don't know why that is. Okay, so it seems like I'm going to have to do a little bit more grinding. And this time, I'm grinding for bodies. I'm grinding for people to join us, and there's the wages, of course. Alright, no one wants to join me yet again. Yes, how frustrating. That's very frustrating, isn't it? Especially considering I was basically ready to go over to Dorstadt right now and sell my wool. But, yes, apparently the refuge is being quite annoying. Ah, there we go. Yes, give me those. Yes, I now have 17. I gained 5. It should be pretty easy to gain people. There's some young warriors. Don't really want to worry about them. Thieves! Ah, I should have attacked them. Oh well, never mind. Christian clergy, can leave those alone. Alright, any more? Wow, no one wants to join me? Why does no one want to join me? Is it because I have low reputation or something? Maybe it's having a slight... making a slight difference, should I say? Okay, well, let's just continue onward. I guess what I should probably do is just kind of travel up to Hadrian's Wall and probably just get that companion while I'm at it, because having to recruit these guys is going to take me throughout the entirety of England, so it would probably be a good idea for me to, you know, change things up a little bit. But I was really hopeful that I'd be able to do that without any other requirements, because I had a look at it and it was like, you need 1,000 pennies to do this. And I thought to myself, okay, that's not too bad, that's pretty easy to get. But no, you need 30. Alright, well, at least we've arrived at the next monastery. Hopefully somebody is... yes, okay, I'm going to say yes to these guys just because we need bodies, and where else do I get them? I mean, I can get them from the villages, but that's going to cost me 300 just to bribe the village leader. So I suppose this is the only way we're going to go about it. And I guess we could go into the farmstead, because they're maybe going to have a couple of farmers for us, but again, they're 50 each one as far as I'm aware, aren't they? Weren't we here previously? Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'll cut away here, and I'm going to just... I guess I'm just going to try and go maybe up to these 2 monasteries here, and hopefully they'll give me enough. Well, I am in pursuit of some robbers, and I think they might be pretty good for us to fight. I do not want to fight those guys. I certainly do not want to fight those guys. They are going to absolutely murder us. Did you see those guys? I remember the various ranks of some of the more advanced warriors in Britanwater at least, and maybe some in Viking Conquest as well. And the Cadweirs, or however you say it, I don't know how to say it, but the Cadweirs, they're, I think, second highest tier, or maybe the highest tier, I don't actually know, but they're really, really hard to kill. So yeah, that is definitely something to be a bit worried about. But otherwise, I did actually do a little bit of a battle by helping some young warriors out with a band of robbers that had some prisoners, and I did happen to lose, I think, 3 of our forces, 1 young warrior and I think some other farmers and something like that, and we were able to retrieve another priest, a peasant woman, I think, if I can stop choking. Yeah, that would be great. Otherwise, yeah, we were able to retrieve the exact amount of units that we'd lost in that fight and, you know, recuperated our forces. So I guess that's okay, but I didn't really want to lose anyone, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know why that even happened, to be honest. It was a bit weird. Anyway, we are gonna continue. Oh, look at that. Yes, some nice damage right there. Oh, yeah, the farmers are actually doing a lot of damage. That is nice. That is nice. And this is actually a sling, so that's good to know, at least, that I am using it in the right way. There we go. Come on now. We're very close by to a monastery, by the way, so hopefully we'll be able to go into those. There's actually 3 very, very close by, so hopefully we'll be able to use them to good effect. Come on, kill him! Kill him fast! Yeah, there we go. Kill that guy fast, and then we can just move on to the rest. Oh, wow! Young warrior's doing a lot of damage right there. Oh, yes. So we only have 1 remaining. He's running, so we can just leave. 3 renown and 6 morale for that, and we can just loot all of this stuff. Very nice to sell. And we actually have some bent javelins here that we can give to Beta, hopefully. Anyway, I'm going to go to the nearby monastery and see if we can find a couple of recruits. Alright, so we now have about 27 and hopefully... Wait a minute. Widows and orphans interested in joining and trying to find a new life with your soldiers. Alright, I guess I'll be happy for them to join us, I guess. Now we have 31, and we're now under 1,000 pennies, but we do have some prisoners, and we have a lot of loot. So in the next episode, we should be able to build our refuge, and finally, maybe, afford to go to Dorstad and sell our wool. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.